Did you guys all watch the roundtable that happened, the Japanese roundtable? There was a ton of different announcements. Look, I warned you. I told you guys when the roundtable was coming up, don't get overly excited. If you think the roundtable is going to open up and they're going to be like, all right, guys, let's talk about rollback and making fighting games fantastic, you'd not be happy. I think if you went in kind of not expecting anything, you're probably in better shape overall. I saw some people enjoyed it. They were like, I just think it's really cool that they got together and did this. And I think in that aspect, it is kind of cool that it just happened. The problem being is that they got together and they picked these topics to discuss. And boy, I can't believe these topics. It was how to decide what characters go in a game. It was user experience, which I was hype about. But then the user experience topic, instead of being about actual user experience, was about AI in fighting games. What's the deal with arcade sticks? It was like a Jerry Seinfeld segment. They're like, what's the deal with arcade sticks? No one uses them. That was like a topic for some reason. Crossplay was one of them. And all of them were just kind of like, we want to do crossplay, but it's on the first party to do it, which is so weird, right? Because there's been crossplay in other games. In fact, there's already crossplay in other fighting games. And then simplification of fighting games was the other one. Anyway, like the discussion topics were like, they're not the discussion topics I would have picked. Even what they talked about in each topic, I was like, oh no. Like, the roster topic, that's fine, right? They spent too long talking about cute girls, but I'm not too mad about that. The user experience topic was very interesting. When that came up, I was like, okay, user experience. This is a great topic. Honestly, one of the biggest failings of fighting games, right? User experience, we're brutally bad at. Netcode, brutally bad. That's a big part of it. You know, having in-game tutorials, having menus and robust training modes that are great, having online training mode, having lobby systems and spectating systems that work well, having like, yeah, in-game frame data, having like, you know, challenge and fun missions and stuff like that for single player content, having like, unlockable gear or costumes in the game, stuff like what MK does, and like improving UI, improving matchmaking, improving online play and functionality, and like, you know, spectate, like all those different things. There's so many things that you can improve on user experience for fighting games. It's one of our largest failings. They were like, what if we made AI that was good? And it was like so strange too, because they were talking about making more human like AI, but I mean, that has been done in the past, right? Forever ago, it was done in Virtua Fighter. And then also Killer Instinct did it with Shadow Lords. They have a place where you can play against shadows that are yours and other people's shadows. And they just like learn and improve over time, and they learn the skills that you have. And so it's AI that fights more like humans and less like a robot that just move reads you or whatever. It's not like it hasn't been done before, but like neither of those things came up to my understanding. Even that is like so weird, because AI is a topic you could actually make an interesting discussion about. Anyway, then it got to simplification of fighting games, and I was like, here we go. You know, I've talked about it before. There are simplifications you can make in fighting games, particularly in our very complex ones, that don't ruin the game or make the game worse. In fact, there are simplifications you can do to make it better. Do I want the fighting game to be completely simplified? No, I'm not interested in that. For knockdown timing, you can make it so that they have more standardized knockdown timings for different weight classes or character types or whatever, right? There are things you can do that make sense in terms of simplification. But like the topic about simplification, instead of it being like, how can we make mechanical simplifications that don't hurt the skill ceiling of the game, so much of the discussion was pointed at making it better and easier for new players, but not in like a very like critical way, or like thinking like, what have we failed at in the past? What can we do better? And there was also very little like, how do we make our games better? Like, how do we improve the game and experience? Because we have such a loyal fan base. How do we make the games better for the people who buy our games all the time? Which is like a little disappointing as well, because user experience comes up. There's plenty of things that you can do to sell a game that make it better for me, but also make it better for a casual player. Like, there's tons of other things that we experienced players want to hear you talk about, because the new players, no matter how you try to sell them, they're brand new to the fighting game. They're not going to know the difference. And you're not going to sell them just on making the game simple, because some of the most popular fighting games are the more complex and convoluted fighting games. And even the fighting games that sell incredibly well are not very simple. A lot of the times they sell well because they do all those other things extremely well. In fact, the key to making a video game that sells well is not just making it simple. It's to make a good video game chock full of content and keep releasing new stuff and have marketing money and stuff because of that. To me, the idea of the roundtable could be interesting, but I don't love the questions, and I, to be honest, didn't love a lot of the answers. So then it got into the actual reveals. There was a couple of cool reveals. Okay, can I say I really like the coat and I like the theme. Like, look at this, dude. This coat and this jacket situation are fucking tight, and I like this theme we're getting here. Berserker slash DP. Still got the flash kick. Same jump normals. New move. Counter. Same shit. Everybody's saying that's a command throw. Please help us all. This might be my favorite super animation so far. Can I just say that? Like, the way he cranks these things around and, like, spins them. This might be my favorite super animation. And the way he screams. Oh. That was really good. And they hit us with the next character trailer coming in 6 seconds. This was fantastic. I'll give it up. You got me. And then there he is. They finally didn't forget about him. Dude, his normals are fucking humongous. Yeah, he's got the bite. He has the Slayer dash and the bite. He's got a few Slayer things. Dude, this shit. And then the mask comes off. This character is sick. A vampire samurai. These motherfuckers know what you guys want. They're like, Nagoriyuki. Such a long name. Everybody else's name: Slayer, Leo, Soul, Kai. In my head, before this came here, I was like, it's going to be Sin and Elfelt. So I was like, at least I get to see my boy today. You know what I mean? I was like, Sin's going to be there. I'll be feeling fine. I'm excited, you know, excited to then Guy in Green. And I just see, bum, bum, and I'm like, no, not this motherfucker of all people. So Giuna said during the thing, he's like, you know, I didn't think he was going to be in this game. I thought he was going to come back for like 3 years. He was going to be DLC or something. He's a very surprising character to come back. The best reaction to the trailers was, thank God it's not Elfelt. Oh, she coming. You think she's not? Oh, boy. They said the next trailer is coming in October, which is, you know, a little ways away. But since they doubled up, not so bad. Then the Tekken trailer happened. New moves for all characters is cool. I feel like they've done that in each version, right? I feel like almost every big season has had new moves and like new properties and stuff, like wall bounces and new strings for everybody. Like, that's been something that they've done in all of it. And who knows what the fuck Tekken prowess is. It seems like it's separate from rank. Online play enhancements. You can see Wi-Fi. Dude, Wi-Fi was a big topic. Yeah, and they say better online experience, which they didn't elaborate on in the trailer. And then character. Yeah, most people think it's Kunimitsu. Dude, I heard these theories that it's like a DOA character, or like it's like a borrowed character from another game. It's Goku. That's Goku. Then afterwards, Harada followed up and he said that currently their rollback is 3, and they're going to make their rollback more than 3. Now, how many rollbacks does it take to get the center of Tekken's netcode? We're not sure. So the theory is that the way Tekken's netcode works is the opposite of what most rollback games work like. They have 3 frames of rollback that the game can handle, and then if there's any more lag than this amount of frames, then it's handled by increasing the delay frames. It's built in a very different way if this is how it works, right? Now they're saying we're going to have more than 3 frames of rollback. So the thing is like, I'm very curious what their test and changes will actually even do. It seems like they keep saying the visual fidelity is like very important to them. So they're like, we really don't want to, you know, make the visuals look bad to make the online play good. So they're trying to improve it in some way. I'm not sure exactly what they're going to do or how it's going to change or improve. I imagine for far connections, maybe they'll be more stable, you'll have less delay on top of it. Maybe there'll be more visual artifacting. Who knows? If it gets improved, that'd be great, right? Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of games that use rollback that have 3D models. It shouldn't matter. In talking with developers who've worked on it, they all are like, nope, it's fine. It might make your optimization more difficult in certain ways, but it shouldn't matter. Who knows? Chat room, what if Tekken decides to switch to a model that is more similar to other games? That would be dope, wouldn't it? I don't know that they will, but that'd be great. On the topic of that kind of situation is during the roundtable, Fexel announced that it's putting rollback in its game. This was not like translated to us. right? Because there's a lot going on. So Fexel announced during the roundtable. I didn't know this. You know, they were tweeting me and they're like, Sajam, why aren't you talking about Fexel getting rollback? And I was like, first of all, that's like a beta, right? They did that like a week ago. Why is everybody tweeting me about it? I had no idea that they were like, hey, the real full game is having rollback. It's going. It's live. If you own the game, it's got rollback now. This is like Friday evening after my stream that were like, Fexel has rollback. Why aren't you playing it right now, you phony? And I was like, all right, first of all, I stream Monday through Friday. All right, it's Friday night. Second of all, I had no idea that they'd even put rollback in Fexel. Third of all, shit, man, I'll play the game. Fucking chill, bro. God damn, what the fuck? You guys are so weird. Anyway, yeah, it was in beta phase before, and even the wording of it was like, we're not sure if, you know, rollback will make it to the full game. Like, it was a little weird for a while there, so I didn't even purchase it because I was like, man, am I going to buy this game? And then it's not even going to have rollback. It's just going to be for this beta. But then they were just like, nope, it's happening. Besides Fexel announcing rollback, which is dope, this is the best announcement of the whole show, was Ed Boon's tweet. Rollback code is tough but necessary in fighting games. Well. You tell him, Ed Boon. Yeah, he was clearly checking out the panel, right? Because during the panel, no one was talking about it. So Ed Boon tweeted this tweet. And if COVID lasts for years, then we might just have to add rollback to our old games. Well. Let him know. He says, your current games don't have rollback? I should just go put it in our old games. Ed Boon's eyebrows are growing in power every day. The arcade stick topic was my favorite one. They're like, what's the deal with arcade sticks? Some people don't use them anymore. And they're like, that's so weird. That was like the extent of the topic. And they're like, these days I've seen people do very difficult things on controllers. They're like, yeah. That was it. I was ready though. You know what I mean? I was like, here it comes. Talk about the hitbox. No. Really, the topic I'm most disappointed in is user experience. I really feel like they dropped the ball there. Listen. That Sajam wearing khakis shit, that was out of control. This dude was like, I saw Sajam at SCR and he was wearing khakis. I can tell you with confidence, chat room, I own like 4 pairs of black pants and 1 pair of dark blue jeans, and that's it. I've never owned a pair of khakis. Sorry. It was Brian. Brian does wear khakis. Yes, it could have been Brian.